And we are back for another episode of my journey to success. It's been a minute. A lot has happened, but we're back. And to be honest, just to kind of set the tone for this video, I don't care who watches this. I really don't. I am not doing this for anyone else besides myself because I have had one of those days where I've done nothing, felt like crap, and and I've had a setback, which I'll talk a bit more in depth in a bit, but you just don't want to do anything. And I've hit that, and it's difficult, but it's you have those days, you have them, and you want to avoid them absolutely. The best thing you want to do is to avoid all of them, but unfortunately, that's not possible. And again, a different reason why this angle, my tripod is downstairs. And the only way that's gonna get put back is if I go walk upstairs, I walk downstairs, go get the tripod and put all that together. If I have to do that, I won't make this video. So make a plan, figure it out, and then move on. So yeah. So again, like I'll usually do, I'll do a life update and I'll do some. I think it'll be more business than life advice today, but I still do want to do some life advice at the end. So to start with the updates, again, I think the last one that I made, I started the TikTok. I finished the course. I've finished everything that I could in the course that I bought, and my mindset after I'd finished so, finishing that course was to try and start as fast as I can. My options were to number one, either buy an account, get access because you need a certain amount of followers before for TikTok Creator Fund. Yo, my English is horrible. For TikTok Shop Creator, you need a certain amount of followers, and there's certain more requirements that you need. So you have to be you need to meet the guidelines, be 18, and have 5,000 followers. So I needed to make sure that I was in the right and had the right amount of followers. But for me, that was the most difficult part because I still needed to find out whether if I can do it one or two ways. Whether I'm either gonna make content myself and then all the time just keep posting until I get to 5,000 followers, or number two, where I go and I go buy an account. And before I even started this, I had in the back of my head that I had a budget of 250 for an account. So I went on to first of all, when I first started this, when I finished the course, I went onto the Discord and I saw that they were selling accounts there. So I went to go and look, and I went to go and see what was happening over there. So I looked for an account. I put in an offer for an account, but I didn't find what I was looking for there. So, but then I remembered in 2021, beginning of 21, end of 21, beginning of 2022, I had an account of 100,000 followers on TikTok, and I had built that up from the ground. It took me 10 months, and it was a motivational account. It was called Billionaire Ways, and I posted 3 times a day for 10 months, and I got to 100K followers. Could I, if I did to do that now, could I do that faster? 100%. Because now I know, obviously, I know more on on what to post, when to post it, why to post it, all those things. I know those. So for now, it's just a matter of understanding that I need to, because I tried to buy an account. I tried to buy an account off that website that I sold my account because I eventually, at some point, I sold that account. 2022, beginning of 2022, I sold that account. And once I sold that account, I got a big lump sum of $2,000, which was, I think, 1,800 euros. And I got that lump sum and I was like, oh crap, okay, I've got a bunch of money. And ever since then, I think the most I've ever seen in my account is around 2 grand, and it disappeared very quickly. But that's because of my spending habits. My spending habits is the way that I spend money, and so then I was like, okay, let me go into the website that I sold my account, and let me go see if there's accounts that I can buy for TikTok Shop. So I went on there and I found a lot of accounts, but whether they were real was a different thing. So I went on there and I looked for them. I found an account, and when I found this account, I put in an offer. The offer was accepted, and we went through. And with the website, you go through an escrow process. So you have to first you accept the offer, and once you accept the offer, you have to fund the escrow. Once the escrow is funded, the seller then sends the information for the account. You then, as a buyer, which is then me, you verify the information, you log in, check that everything's okay. What I had done is I had logged in with the information that I'd gotten once I had funded the escrow. I looked onto what I was looking for, and I went onto the TikTok Shop for Creator section on TikTok. And although the account was well over 5,000 followers, I still wasn't eligible for the TikTok Shop Creator Fund. TikTok Shop, for yeah, fund TikTok Shop for creators, because I personally think that the followers weren't real. Because I looked at the analytics of the account, and I saw it was showing flat, and then spiked. So I personally think it was either bought followers, um, or the fact that he was just in a different country and it wasn't actually a US based account. But it should have been. So I'm still a little bit confused about why that's not working. But so eventually, I said to him, "Look," I said to the seller, "Look, I don't want this account anymore. So that's not what I'm looking for." So now what I've done is I've disputed the escrow, and I sent an email to the website called FameSwap. So I sent an email to them saying, "Look, this is why I've disputed. This is why I want my money back, and we see what's happening with that." This happened yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, it in at the moment it didn't hurt. Like in the moment, I was like, "Oh, okay, shitty," but okay. But now I realize like that was literally all I needed to get going, and it flopped as well. So, but again, I guess that's just life. I guess that's just business. I guess that's the business that I'm in. You try, you fail. You try, you fail. You keep failing until you succeed. Um. So for now, it's just realizing my only other option is to just go UGC, is just to go to organic and go make the videos on my own. The only reason why I didn't do that in the beginning is because I genuinely thought with TikTok Shop that you had to, that the videos that you made to get to 5,000 followers wouldn't be the same as afterwards, because then you'd be selling instead of just promoting. Instead of promoting the account, you're now promoting a product. Those two different things. So I would just then go to. I wasn't confused, and I wanted to make sure that I could buy an account that already had the videos that I wanted on there, so that I could use it to then use it for TikTok Shop. But then I realized that that wasn't going to work either, because I try and buy an account and they're not eligible. So now my only other option is to go UGC. So I've got 4 niches that I want to work on, and they are gym, cars, home, and self improvement. Those four. And a little quick reasoning for all of them. I got gym for I got gym because that's my biggest one of my biggest passions. And I know a lot about it, and I've been gymming for 2.5 years. I know a lot about the space, the accessories, supplements, everything. I know quite a bit about it. Cars, our biggest passion. I'll live and breathe cars. My whole For You page is cars. My whole YouTube recommended is cars. I'm just obsessed with cars to an healthy level. And then I have on the other side we have home, and the reason why I picked home is because it's a very broad niche, and to grow that account, you can literally just make videos of what do you call it? Make videos of house tours, of expensive house tours, and do like either a slideshow or a time lapse of a walkthrough of the house, and you take it from YouTube and you post that, and you can get lots of views of that. And then once you get 5,000 followers, you either delete or archive or private all those videos that you've made, and then you go and just start posting content. You can either do a rebranding at 5K or keep the brand, because then they'll know what they're getting it from. But initially you want to make sure that you can just get to you can find the niche and find the content you can make to get to 5,000 followers. And the last one is self improvements, because I was looking on the TikTok shop and I was seeing that there's certain products that you can make and certain products that you can sell to the self improvement audience. And me being or was in the self improvement space, I have experience with it. I know what people are looking for. I know how to post. But that's the thing. I might think I know how to post, but then TikTok changes very quickly. So that was 2 years ago. So if I now go on and post, I I will then go and then I'll be very. I personally think I'm gonna be shocked for like the first week and be like, okay, what I thought worked is not gonna work. I need to just keep testing, 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 and learning and learning and learning until I find the right thing that works. Because this is the whole thing that I've learned through the course, through the YouTube videos, through my own experience. TikTok shop for creators, TikTok shop affiliate. To be successful, it is just volume. It is volume 95% of the way. It's just volume, volume, and volume. Because if you just start hoing volume at it, once you've got the volume, once you're showing people, you are literally testing and testing and testing. This is why I've learned to not take your videos too seriously. Don't take your videos too seriously. Number one, because then you seem too salesy. Because then once you've actually gone into the TikTok shop and you're trying to sell, you will be too salesy. So if you're too salesy, people are gonna be like, I don't want to be sold to. I'm just scrolling. Because if you're on TikTok, your brain's off and you're just scrolling. Not many people go on TikTok to shop. No. So you want to catch their attention. Number one, the hook's 80% of it. The hook is 80% of the work. So if you capture their attention, you show them a good product, and with them good product, it solves a problem that is actually that you use as well, which makes it easier for you to sell. It makes your life a gazillion times easier. So you need to make sure that when you are selling on TikTok shop for creators, you have to make sure that number one, you could use this in your real life. You use it on a daily, not a daily, but at least you use it at home, and that you can sell it because you know you have experience in that niche. That's why I'm not going to go into the beauty niche, the cosmetics niche, because I know nothing about it. Literally nothing. Ask my girlfriend. She's probably watching this right now. I know nothing. I know nothing. So I would not go into that niche. So I would make sure that all I would do is focus on a niche that I can work on, focus on a niche that I know a lot about, and then find products. Because I saw this afternoon when I was scrolling through the TikTok shop, I was scrolling and I saw products. I'm like, okay, I can sell this, I can sell. I know what problems this solves, this problem, this product solves that problem, product solves that problem. And you think of ways to sell it, but the only way I can properly test it is if I can just make the video and post it. Make the video and post it, make the video and post it. So again, it's volume, it's volume, it's volume. But the main thing I want to say is with this TikTok shop, you want to test and test and test and test so you can have the best framework and the best know-how on how to make the videos. Because this is my long-term plan with this is I want to make sure that I can focus on one niche for one niche for either one product or a couple products, and test products, test videos, and post and post and post and post. Once I've practically myself learned the framework needed to become successful in the TikTok shop for creator space, I can then be like, okay, this is what works, this is what doesn't. Let me go, and you go and buy 2, 3, 4, even 5 accounts, and you go and post like 3, 4 times a day on each account, and you just go and post and you post and you post and you go into different niches. And the best part is once you got the framework for one niche, because all it is, it's a framework of virality. That's all it is. So once you know that framework and that that strategy for virality, you can implement that strategy into different niches. So you can go into the gym niche, the car niche, the home niche, the pets niche, the gosh, I don't know, the boats niche. I don't know, everything, everything. You can go into all those niches and be like, okay, this is what I've done, this is what I know I can do, and this is how we're going to move forward. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking about when it comes to the TikTok shop. And now that I'm thinking about this, and like I said in the beginning of this video, this is all about me. I'm going to be selfish. This video is all about me. This video is about me. This video is about me thinking and brainstorming and thinking about what can I do, how can I do this, and how can I do everything the best that I can. So for me, I really like the self-improvement and gym niche. So I'm like, okay, let's think about this. And you guys are going to think with me. Let's go the gym niche and the self-improvement niche. Mash those two together. So essentially, it's just a self-improvement niche on steroids. So my thing now is I'm going to find viral content. After this video, I'm going to go into my phone and I'm just going to open my For You page and just scroll. And everything that I see has gone viral, like say, for example, slideshows, or say motivational speeches. Those things have gone viral and viral and viral. You take those, you test them out, and you just post. So what I'm going to do is get about 15, 20 videos into my saved, analyze them, and be like, okay, I'm going to make at least 3 videos a day for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to Austria on Sunday for 2 weeks. So on that holiday, I want to post twice, 3 times a week, at least 3 times a week, because this is serious. And I know I'm supposed to be on holiday with my parents. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna spend time with them. I really am. But if I can get this down, I can literally skyrocket my journey. So if I can get this done, if I can get this working, not just my life, my whole family's life will be a gazillion times better. So this is actually something now that clicked in me in my head about not being selfish, but you're working on yourself. But I'll get to that near the end. But if I can make at least 3 videos a day about that, and that's the best part. I'm constantly on TikTok. I'm constantly seeing what's going viral, the sounds, whether it's slideshows, whether it's AI, whether it's voiceovers, whether it's whatever. Testing and testing and testing and testing and testing, and see what works. And then as soon as I get to 5,000 followers, I'm gonna say, look, okay, I've got the followers. Remove all these, not remove the videos, but either archive or private them. And once I've got it all, I'm gonna be like, right, get 2, 3 products, get them in, make videos, and then test and test and test and hooks, different. You can make like 5 hooks and then 5 middle parts and 5 ends, 5 call to actions. And now you've got like 25 different combinations to make. This is why I just like to do, because this is all maths. It's all maths, grit, grind, and just constantly posting. And if there's one thing that I've learned over the last while, is I might not be the smartest. On paper, I might not be the smartest, but I will grind harder than most. I will work harder than most. That's just who I am. If I can't get it intellectually, I will grind for it till my fingers are bleeding and then some. That's just who I am. I was born with grit and grind in me. I get that from my dad. I see it. And I really appreciate that from my dad. So that is my strategy for the next while for TikTok. And it's going to be super funny because I'm just thinking, if this works in, I don't know, say a year's time, someone asks me, how'd you get rich? Watch this video. Because this is the video that's going to show you exactly what I'm thinking about and how I went from being an 18-year-old brokey to, I'd say, a 20-year-old millionaire. This is the video you want to watch. So I think that's that's my life update. Gym is going well 3 times a week. I'm not really focusing on gym right now. This is more important. The gym will come. I mean, I'm not exactly small. We know this. I'm not exactly small. So I've got my foundation there. I learned my discipline. I learned my work ethic also through the gym. So for now, gym is just being consistent and sticking at the level. I'm not looking for exponential growth in my gym right now because I've gotten to I'd say not a level of content, but a level of where I'm happy to stay at for a while. I'm not going to stay for the rest of my life, but I'll stay here for a while just for now to get my TikTok up and running. So now let's go a little bit onto life advice, and I touched on this a while ago, not a while ago, but just what I previously said. I'm now in a period of my life where I am very selfish. I'm very selfish with my time. Very. Old friends try and come into my life. I say, look, I'm busy. Friends in my life, friends that think they have my time, I'll be like, look, I'm working now and that until now. Whether you like it or not, I'm working. Because I am being selfish and I know what I want and I know where I'm going. And I am not letting anyone get in my way for that. Not at all. Because I know what I'm capable of and I know, as much as it's cringe, but I'm built different. I'm not normal. It's that feeling in my head that I'm like, I am not the normal 18-year-old. I'm not. And I'm not going to take that for granted. I'm not going to live as a normal 18-year-old, knowing deep down I'm not. That's why I do the work that I do and I work in the ways that I do to make sure that I achieve the success that I am destined to achieve. I know I am. I'm just going to put in the work that people won't, that most people my age won't. They are going to laugh at you. I've been laughed at countless times. Countless. Does it bother me? No. Yesterday, my account failed. I saw that I thought I was just on the brim edge of my breakthrough. Fail. What are you gonna do? If you think you are this close from success and it just goes gone, failure. That's gonna decide who you are. That's gonna decide your character. Whether you stay there and lie on the flipping bed and don't get up and complain, that's the kind of person you are. But I'm not like that. I'm gonna get up, realize I've got actually a proper life to live, and this one failure is not going to decide my future. I'm going to decide it. Get my ass up and get to work. That's who I am. I don't give up. I'm a heart thing. I do not give up. Not who I am. That's why I say, especially when it comes to failing, if you want an abnormal life, you are going to fail more times you can even fathom. You are going to fail more than you can fathom. Only question is, are you willing to accept that? Are you willing to accept the failure on your way to success? This whole series is called My Journey to Success. Failure is part of it. Failure is part of me being the way I am and being in a situation that you thought I was going to be right there. Gone. Retry. Failed. Move on. Try again. That's the kind of person you have to be if you want to be successful in life. You got to be willing to fail and willing to accept your failures. And don't let your failures become the person that you are on a daily basis. Because I said this in a video a while ago, and I think I even made a TikTok about this. That your failures don't decide who you are as a person. It's the way you react from those failures. And also a different one is you are not what you do once. You are what you repeatedly do. So if you repeatedly face adversity and repeatedly give up and move on and think whatever you're doing is nonsense and you give up and you move on to a different thing, you are going to be known and be known as a person who gives up under the slightest bit of an adversity and then goes and tries something else because that's the shiny thing currently. But if you constantly face adversity, look it dead in the eyes and say, I'm not going to lose against you. I'm not going to lose. No, it's not who you are. It's not who you are. It's not who I am. We don't give up. We keep going. And we're going to become people that God made us to be. That's who we're going to be. Otherwise, you might as well stop your success, stop your journey, stop everything, and just go sit on the couch for the rest of your life. So you have to make sure that everything that you're doing is making you a little bit more lucky, a little bit more closer to your success. So this really helped me. I'll be honest, I feel a whole lot better after making this video. And whether this gets 1 view or 1 billion views, I do not care. I just hope that this video helps everyone that it sees, that everyone that sees this video, and that it's just a little bit of inspiration to show you guys that anything is possible. You just don't give up under any sort of adversity, but you just keep going.